What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and tonight we're going to be talking about the surprise update that dropped for COD 2.0, some huge nerfs, plus even more. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and let me know down below in the comment section which weapon do you want to see be the new meta for Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer or Warzone 2 Battle Royale. Really curious what you guys think, since it's been a pretty repetitive last couple of months in terms of the meta with the RPK, the Fennec, the usual weapons that you guys out there are probably very frustrated with. A lot to talk about in regards to the meta here in tonight's video. Definitely don't go anywhere, but a free gift was also released inside of COD 2.0, and what do you know? It's the eggplant. And if you guys are familiar with the eggplant emoji, you know what that means. So Infinity Ward kind of added inside of COD 2.0 as a term you can use right here, right now. Kind of funny, but also something I wanted to go over real quickly, which I did bring up on the recent Bombshell podcast, is that a classic minimap is present in gun game. In case you guys didn't notice, a classic minimap works. If somebody shoots, you'll see them pop up on the map, right? There are no suppressors really in gun game unless a weapon that it gives you has one, but the classic minimap works. And if you think back to the beta or launch window of the game, anytime a classic minimap option popped up in settings or something, devs said that it was a bug. And I know content creators who got flown out, I think it was in June last year, or might have been July or something, right when the artwork reveal happened for Modern Warfare 2, they played a little bit of the multiplayer on Grand Prix and said that a classic minimap was functioning. So clearly one was developed, and I'm not sure why Infinity Ward just said, oh, it's just a bug. It just boggles my mind, and it's right here inside of gun games. So not to say that I'm one of those people that can't play multiplayer without a classic minimap. I'll adapt. I don't care. I've been vocal about what I'd rather see for the minimap over on Twitter and in YouTube videos, but the fact that it exists in one portion of the game and not others doesn't make sense to me. But let me know how you feel about that down below in the comments. Now, tonight's video is sponsored by HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, you get fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. You can count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal. HelloFresh also makes it convenient if you're a full-time content creator like myself who doesn't have much time to cook. We all want to save money this time of the year, right? But did you know that HelloFresh helps you save money all year round? HelloFresh is cheaper than grocery shopping and 25% cheaper than takeout. That's huge. The big game is also just around the corner, so it'll be an exciting time to treat friends with some delicious meals, whether it's barbecue back ribs, chocolate chip brownies, or anything else. Now, if you're ready to try HelloFresh, then click on the link down below in this video's description for 21 free meals plus free shipping to try HelloFresh today. But thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring tonight's video. Also, in case you guys missed it, Treyarch did put out the following regarding today's surprise update. Patch notes published earlier today included 2 fixes for rank play, fixed an issue that was occasionally causing players to receive harsher suspensions than intended, and fixed an issue causing players to get kicked for inactivity despite being active in a match. You're also correct if you saw a third bullet point today. The SRO visual bug fix isn't officially out yet, so we've removed it, but we're on track to release this fix soon. So, important updates there for the ranked play, and Infinity Ward also reiterated that, yeah, there were some weird kicked for inactivity messages popping up for players, even though the players were moving. So if you guys experienced that issue, sorry to hear that, but luckily that is fixed as of tonight. Now, if you guys are also wondering if today's patch did fix the hardcore issue, unfortunately it didn't. So it looks like the ability to play hardcore in private matches still doesn't work, and that became an issue when Season 2 launched because Season 2's release did replace Tier 1 with hardcore, and somehow private matches just didn't respond well to that, and enabling hardcore just doesn't work yet. If you're trying to get thumbnails or trying to do clean inspects, you just can't do that yet in private matches. You can still go to regular hardcore in pubs to do whatever you got to do and take screenshots, but in terms of private matches, that's something that hasn't been fixed yet, but hopefully will be soon. But now when it comes to the patch notes, right, these are pretty important weapon tuning changes. So first off, the RPK, finally, they've increased initial bullet vertical recoil, horizontal recoil, and then reduced damage ranges. So goodbye to the RPK meta. It's probably still going to be decent, but it's not going to be anything like what it used to be. We then have the Cast Off 7.62 reduced damage ranges, and then the ISO Hemlock, the brand new AR in Season 2, fixed an issue causing .300 blackout ammunition to register as hit scan. And then for SMGs, the Fennec, the good old Fennec that has been shredding since its release, reduced far damage and damage against armor, now requires 2 additional bullets to break 3 armor plates. Thank you. For battle rifles, FTech Recon increased sprint speed. For the Lockman 7.62, increased damage range, reduced ADS and hip spread min, and then increased hip spread while moving moving and sprint speed overall. The SO14 increased movement speed, the attack V reduced near damage, muzzle velocity, far damage range, and overall movement speed. But then in general, adjusted the positioning of some geographic elements on Ashika Island to allow for better cover during engagements. But for bug fixes, fixed collision issues with various elements across Ashika Island, allowing players to exploit, peek, and shoot through them. Also fixed an issue that caused the correct combination of attachments with incendiary rounds to allow sniper rifles to down players in a single shot. So it doesn't look like there's any plans right now to allow for single shot snipers in COD 2.0 or Warzone specifically. So maybe that'll be a change in the future, but for those out there that enjoyed the single shot sniper for like 4 days, that's been removed. That was not intentional and it's gone. But for Battle Royale, fixed an issue that prevented purchase loadout drop markers from equipping to the active loadout field upgrade slot. Fixed an issue that caused the most wanted contract tooltip to indicate a 4-minute timer when the actual timer is 3 minutes once accepted. Fixed an issue that caused standard BR solos to still use 2v2 Gulag. That's really strange. And then fixed an issue that would incorrectly display the place 155th message upon squad elimination. Lastly though, for DMZ, fixed an issue causing AI reinforcements on Ashika Island to clip through certain buildings. Also fixed an exploit related to getting a weapon with extra attachments, and an issue related to players getting stuck with their repeating downloading instance inventory message. That was really frustrating. We were seeing that for weeks and weeks. But lastly, fixed an issue related to a floating cache used in the radioactive materials contract. But once again, thank you for all the support on the live stream that we did a good day and a half ago where we reacted to the PlayStation State of Play event. It was a good time reacting to all the trailers, gameplay, showcases, reveals with all you guys out there. I love doing streams like that. And we also played some Modern Warfare 2 leading up to the start of that event. You're seeing some of that gameplay here in the background, of course. But it's good to see that Modern Warfare 2 specifically has seen a sharp increase for YouTube and Twitch viewership following the launch of the game's ranked mode, right? Ranked is still very popular in Call of Duty. The competitive aspect isn't going anywhere. Even if you disagree with the CDL and the franchising, ranked is still popular. Treyarch did a great job with the first ever Modern Warfare ranked experience, even though it's for an Infinity Ward game. It's been a blast. I mean, I haven't played too much of ranked yet, been really busy with some of the content, but I'm gonna jump into it to try to get some of those rewards. Ranked looks like a lot of fun, and it's awesome seeing multiplayer getting so much love, right? Not to hope for Warzone's downfall or anything, but seeing multiplayer viewership be ahead of Warzone, at least for a little while, that's cool to see. It just shows you how strong COD is, and if all modes get equally supported, it's gonna be a fantastic future for COD 2.0. And I know viewership doesn't mean everything, but to see popularity for something like ranked specifically just has us thinking that ranked needs to be available no later than season 1 of every upcoming Call of Duty, because the people out there want it. So we gotta get the people what they want, of course. But last and definitely not least, I know you guys out there are probably gonna be asking me about the cheaters that are running rampant in the top 250 for ranked, or the cheaters that somehow have still slipped through the cracks, have gotten past Ricochet and are still affecting multiplayer or plaguing Warzone 2.0, maybe even DMZ. Well, a judge has ruled that 2 individuals who created Call of Duty cheats for engine owning are liable for $3 million in damages to Activision, right? And the cheats go back all the way to Modern Warfare 19, right? The cheats seem to just work for games on the Modern Warfare engine. Not sure how some of the cheats didn't work for Cold War. Maybe they do, I just didn't see it here. But in the lawsuit, it does mention that, again, it affected Modern Warfare 19 multiplayer, Warzone 1, Warzone Pacific, Vanguard, and especially Modern Warfare 2 and even Warzone 2. So luckily, people out there are going to be held accountable, and what was once engine owning is now engine owned, as Charlie Intel said here in this tweet. And good riddance, because you know, Ricochet isn't perfect, but it's done a much better job handling cheaters than what it was doing during Warzone Pacific's life cycle, but there's still more work to do, and I just can't believe there's people out there who spend $70 on the game just to cheat, get banned, and they do it all over again. I just can't believe that. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the surprise update that just dropped for COD 2.0? How are you feeling about the huge nerfs for the RPK and the Fennec and everything else we discussed? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.